welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin,
and Kat.
the invisible cat. So, back for more MCND. You said you want to see more vocals. I believe this one is spring. I think it has more vocals from what I remember. It's more cutesy. So this one is from April 2020, so early days.
Okay.
So they debuted in the February.
Oh, so they brought this one out. So do you think this was like when they had originally planned to release it, or because this would have been
It was still in the pandemic.
peak?
I suppose so, because I think if you've put all that work in and a pandemic, you don't know how long it will last, so you've got to go forwards with it.
And they probably would have filmed it a bit before anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And plus, if you've come out with Ice Age and it's done well, you need to build on that.
You want to
can't
go with the
momentum.
traction, don't you?
Yeah,
So if
you
you've already
normally have
got
a
stuff
couple.
filmed, you
Yeah,
might as well,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'd be interested to... Obviously, I'll be interested to talk to MCND, but to ask them, how they felt with the pandemic hitting and how that affected their plans.
I'd be interested to know how long they'd been together before they debuted, as to kind of like whether they were kind of suddenly locked away in a sense with maybe people that didn't feel it like family.
Yeah, how long they'd actually had to build that foundation.
Point, and how it was navigating that, and whether it actually was quite a good thing you brought them together. But I can imagine it would really
And whether they
challenging.
considered delaying debut or anything like that, because I'm sure there would have been those conversations. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Again, in the comments, what are you most excited to see MCND performing live? Which song? 'Cause I'm torn.
I have a very limited pool of choices right now. But.
So far, Ice Age, because I want to see that loopy choreography. Yeah.
For me, it's probably Crush. But I'm waiting till we listen to the B-side tracks as well. So, I don't know.
All of their songs, though, really are earworms, because I'm sitting here with Moving in my head now.
I would hope that this MV maybe that they got to do like a location one, because everything has been studio and not very bright lighting, other than just that little bit of moving
and in a sunbed.
So it would be nice being spring if it is a.
Yeah.
I want my like grassy gorgeous spring.
And also, when you rewatch Crush, you'll see not only is Win in a sunbed, but Castle J singing into a lit up washing machine.
I did notice. Oh, they change it each time. I
See, it's much cuter.
I love a jump.
He's on the last move.
That can't be comfortable to sit in.
the blue really goes nice with the colour of his hair.
Yeah.
I love the little foot.
I love Win.
I love that shirt.
I always clap after the videos because I just sometimes get hit with the I really want to celebrate their effort.
So you see that was a bit more cutesy,
yeah,
a bit more vocal.
Yeah, a little bit. All the little graphic-y emojis in there is it's very, very cute. Definitely to play to that. I think that Korean culture audience who love all those emojis and everything, and all the what do they call them, the filters and all that for the little ears and stuff. So very smart way to bring that song out after Ice Age.
Yeah, very different to Ice Age.
Yeah, showing to the versatility of them, I suppose.
Because that isn't as hard hitting as the other ones we've done.
Yeah, exactly. So do you remember we were saying earlier? Actually, I was curious about the debut, whether or not they were going to go for that cutesy, and they have. It's cutesy, but still being true to them. If they're not that forcibly cutesy. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they showed that versatility with a bit more cutesiness so close to debut, because that's a very, very big selling point for in Korean culture.
But the outfits, whilst there were the cutesier elements of it, if you look at it, there was a little bit of we're at school, there was a couple of ties, that kind of stuff. Maybe what the greens could have been school jumpers, but you then had you said the 90s element of they're still on a basketball court and there's balls around, so
it still looks cool with it.
How can we merge the two, still keep some of our elements? So I thought they did that really well. I think I need to listen to the song a bit more, maybe it was nice, but it wasn't
the instant love that you've had with that.
And the hooky melody wasn't quite as strong as the others. The earworm
it's just
wasn't quite
smoother.
there.
It was very you could, I know it's called Spring, but I feel probably when you have the car windows open, that would be maybe with surfing and those kind of songs, that would be on my more summery, just chill playlist,
or summer drive playlist.
It depends what country you're in when it's spring, because spring here just means flowers but rain.
True.
Who had the short sleeved shirt that was black with the hearts on it?
Win.
I need that shirt. He is very cool.
He's my bias.
Who else
locked in? I love him. He's so cute.
They're all so cute.
Who had the big Harry Potter glasses as well?
Oh, that was Huijin.
Yeah.
Again, picking out Huijin.
Yeah.
Did he have purple hair?
No, he had black hair, but he had glasses on.
At one point, someone had purple hair.
Yes.
And that was a really nice look.
Yeah.
But it was a dark purple. It wasn't the bright purple that Win had in.
Was it dark? Yeah.
Before.
I do know
it was
purple.
a darker purple.
It was Castle J. He was sitting on the basketball.
No, it was later on in the video. I thought it was possibly Huijin. I'm not sure.
His hair felt very black to me. He reminded me of Sungmin in places from Stray Kids.
His hair wasn't purple all the way through it. It changed in the second half of the video.
I want to know, how long did Min Jae spend hanging off that ladder filming his parts?
Yes. Yeah. And how long did the guy have to sit on the basketball court?
Yeah.
Can I get out now?
Yeah, and for him to Win to sit in. Was it Win that was in the
in the trolley?
Yeah. That's uncomfy in your bum, isn't it? And digging in.
That's dedication, boys. Yeah. Well done.
impressed with that.
I liked this one that, I agree with you, like, even though the melody wasn't there or such an earworm, but I was pleased with the fact I felt like I got to see more of them and their faces.
Because it wasn't as choreo heavy.
Yeah, and it wasn't as movement, you know what I mean? The editing, it wasn't like, oh, what was that? And then moved, which goes along with that hard-hitting kind of in-your-face thing. This was slightly softer and it kept coming back to them, so I felt like we got to see more of them.
I felt like the choreo was a bit more like leg-based rather than arm, so you could... I might be completely making that up.
In this one we got a lot more facial focus, so for getting to know who's who, it would be a good one.
And again, it makes sense for it to come out after Ice Age for when people are still getting to know them, like us.
And again, with those, the smiles as they're doing things, I still don't feel like it's cheeky. I feel like it's cute, cheeky. It's like a hi.
It's so infectious though, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like I smiled back. When the screen size changed, it looked like it was going to go into like a movie thing, and they were all sat on their wall, and that backlighting, they all looked so amazing. But how do we get that lighting to follow us around?
just follow me.
Yeah, I need someone just to kind of carry that everywhere for me.
What you need is someone with one of those tuk-tuks, like in moving, but instead of speakers, is lights.
Backlighting. Yes, exactly. I want to get that shirt that Wynn had to wear to...
You could have little red braces. If you wear it with red braces, that'd be so cute.
Yeah.
And little glasses.
Haven't seen anyone in a bow tie yet, though, because that could end Darren. Darren loves the bow tie.
If he was wearing a bow tie with that shirt, I think you would have lost your shit. With little red braces as well.
And then it'd be really cutesy and spin round.
Yeah.
I do quite like the cutesy stuff. Like I don't really mind. Like
I do. Which surprised me.
I think my thing with the cutesy stuff is I quite like it, and for them I would be fine with it because of their age. What I don't like is when you get the older
when
guys doing it, because it's I think it's a confusing message for find me hot because I'm a grown man, but I'm dressing like a child. It's really.
And it's
but they're
when
so
it's
young,
that's more natural, doesn't it? Because if they're younger.
Yeah,
whereas if it's older and it's heavy, it's too forced.
Yeah,
and it's like
I say their demographic. Obviously, we know that K-pop apply and any music can apply to any age. But when the target demographic is more towards the teenage market, that completely works.
Yeah, yeah, because it's also the way you do it as well. Like I have seen. I know the guys in Shiny, they don't like doing aggio, and again because they are older as well, and they were like, it just was never their thing. But the way they are cute is in their own way, and it's not so forcibly aggio.
But again, we're coming at this from a Western point of view, where we haven't been brought up with that. As a guy acting like a child is very, or I say has always been considered very unattractive here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It takes some getting used to in K-pop, and I still think I have a bit of a.
Yeah, and we're not saying that. We're not saying that's wrong. We're just saying that's our feeling for it. Yeah. But I have felt that since my delving into the world of everything of K beauty and K dramas as well as Korean music and everything, it has actually allowed me to embrace a lot more cute stuff that I never used to. Like again, it was quite a clear line in the West of that's for children and that's not. So I actually do find now that I do enjoy and embrace quite a lot more of some cute stuff than maybe was culturally acceptable. So the more, do you know what I mean?
I think because for me,
it's more comfortable for me now.
Cute in itself would be reserved for babies and puppies.
It's much more in my vocabulary now. I'm like, oh, it's
not
so cute.
Someone you're finding physically attractive. I think that's where it's different, and it takes some getting used to. That it's not the same.
Yeah.
Meaning.
It is much more in my vocabulary now and in my consciousness, and I think that it could get there for you eventually. Again, maybe it's everyone's different. Yeah,
this is from April 2020. Go back to Jenny in April 2020.
You've even said some stuff where you're like, oh my god, the Jenny past would slap me right now.
I'm loving these guys, and I think they're going to do really well. Yeah. I mean, the fact that 2 years after debut they're already kind of coming here, and those must have been 2 hard years. Yeah. And their fan base is Gem. Yeah, I really can get on board with that.
We haven't watched obviously And again, because some music shows were going on through the pandemic anyway, but just not in front of an audience, I would be interested to see how strong they are as live performers. And obviously we'll get to see the concert anyway. But yeah, on like the music bank shows and stuff, I'd like to see how they are, how strong they are live. Because obviously, not to take away from any group or anything, that's such hard work, but you get to do those on multiple takes and things like that. Like, it's different, obviously, acting for a film where you get to do it again, get it in the can and whatnot, versus a musical actor who's got to do it all in one go live. Like, it's a different discipline. So I'd be really keen to see how strong they are live,
especially with their choreo.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, to do any vocal stuff with that choreo,
yes,
would be really difficult.
And that's often why, if you're going to get something that is a little bit more demanding vocally, you would, you know, that person would usually step out from doing the choreo, so that because it is hard to do both. Yeah. Like, ridiculous. So very good.
So what live performances would you recommend that we look at?
Well, how many are there? We don't even know.
I saw that there was one for Moving when she was typing it in the search bar.
Oh, okay.
I saw the word live and I was like, click on
it. If you could recommend any particularly good ones, then that would be great. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.